Hello, hello, everybody. We are officially having our first one-on-one webinar. I could not be more excited tonight with all the things that I have to share with you. I've been up to my elbows in notes and just documenting things today from my backstage and just looking at your guys' numbers. And I don't know how many of you were on the call this morning, but it is just crazy right now. And, I started thinking about how we just haven't got to connect like this. And it's so funny because obviously, like, I'm the only face that you can see, but I can see all you guys typing on the side, and it's just super exciting. And I would love to connect like this every single time just because I love it, and it's much more personable than a conference call. And there's always a playback that will save directly to YouTube. So we always have that. But so if you weren't on the call this morning, then you missed a little bit about the Fierce and Fab trip. And today, Heather and I and Rachel and I have been talking lately about how we just haven't really shared a lot about the Fierce and Fab trip. We've kind of let HQ do that for us. And as it draws closer, and we all got an email last week kind of saying where everybody was and who was close to earning that spot. And I think that you guys don't realize how close some of you are. And so what I wanted to do is share some numbers with you tonight. And if you weren't on the corporate call this morning, then they announced that they're giving 2 more wild card spots for the Fierce and Fab trip. Now, that means that 6 people are going to get drawn out of a pool. There are requirements that you have to meet, but they're not very hard. And 6 people are literally just going to get drawn and get to go to LA. Okay. And for some of you that don't realize that there's not very many people in this company right now. Okay. And what you have your hands on is something that not a lot of people are experiencing or get to do. Okay. I think that some of you are really selling yourself short on being able to earn this trip. And so that's why I just kind of wanted to put it into perspective for you tonight, okay? For starters, today is the last day of the double PV. Up until today, we've had that double PV going. So if you got $300 in PV already this month, then you can count that for $600 as of right now, okay? The way that the wild card entries work is if you get to $1,500 in PV, you get 1 wild card entry, okay? If you get to $2,000 in PV, you get 2 wild card entries, okay? But once you get to $3,000 in PV, and this is a rolling total, so this is good for you guys. This is going to go from the moment that you started. So that rolling 3-month PV is the number that you're looking at. $3,000, you get 8 wild card entries, okay? Now, I just want to give a shout out to a few girls that have done that on our team. Kimberly Turner, Brandy McCaw, Heather Marks, and Amber Heater. All 4 of those ladies have earned 8 wildcard entries for the Fierce and Fab trip. And so for those of you right now, you're still going to have the rest of July to work towards that PV, okay? And there are other qualifications too in other areas that you can earn it, but I want to talk about the wild card because there are people that just signed up in this company and on our team, and somebody that just signed up is going to get to go to LA, okay? And so I know it's July and I know that it's summer, but if you're not focused on this trip, you're not focused on the right things, okay? Because this is going to be something this is advertisement for life, okay? She is going to be launching this on her talk show for 2 full days. You are going to have selfies with Tyra Banks. That is advertisement and PR for life for you. You just can't let this pass you by without trying. Because as soon as you start seeing people posting those photos with her and saying that they're there and they've landed in LA, you're going to wish that you had at least tried, because a wild card entry is just that. It's a wild card entry, right? So make sure that you're at least at 1,500 PV in that rolling 3-month PV, because at least then you have a shot, okay? Maybe you have an event coming up. Maybe you have a couple extra products that you need to get. Just make sure that you get there. If you haven't placed an order this month and you need a couple things, tonight's the night to do it, because tonight is the last night for that double PV. So you just want to make sure that you're not letting this go and just not earning a spot or a chance, you know? And another thing, when I looked at the, there are 8 spots, I think, that go to the highest PV. And the number 8 spot was at $2,600, okay? Now, mind you, there's another spot where 10 beauty-tainers that are bronzer and above with at least 5,000 rolling PV, they all get a spot. None of us have an option to earn that one because we haven't been bronzer or above for 3 months. We haven't been in for 3 months. So that should let you know that if out of 8 people, the number 8th person has $2,600 in PV, some of those people are going to be bronzer or higher. So I'm guessing that the PV requirement's going to go all the way down below $2,000. And you look how close you guys are. Do you know how many people we have with over $2,000 in rolling PV? A lot. We have so many people that are close to earning that. The enrollments, the beauty-tainer enrollments, the lowest person had 8. How many of you have enrolled 8 people? Get those girls to 500. That's all you have to do. And then do a little more and do a little more and keep pushing so that you can make sure that you're over the edge, because it's that important. I can tell you right now, it's unofficial, but I know that I'm going, and I can promise you that you will want to be there. And I can promise you more that I want you there. I know that there's 10 spots that our team can, 22 spots to be us. And so 32 people are going to earn this trip. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no rhyme or reason around it. 32 people are going. And as of right now, those 32 people are pretty undetermined, okay? And there are about 28 spots up for grabs. And, you know, we can't count the bronzers and above, but look, there's 20 spots available for you guys to go for, 22 spots. How many are you going to snag? How many of the bombshells are going to take up those 22 spots and be in LA? I know that I'm going to have the biggest party with all my girls that are in LA, and you guys are going to love it. We're all going to love it. It's going to be monumental for your business. You're going to be able to say, back in the beta phase, I earned a trip to LA and I met Tyra Banks. Hello. She first of all, we'll know. I think it's August 15th that we'll know. Her season of Top Model comes on August 5th. Can you imagine that being on television and you being like, yeah, I'm about to go there in 4 weeks? Oh my gosh. Like, I just can't even fathom that. I can't. And I need to realize I'm live and I could just talk on my. Anyways, there's no like edit button where I can cut things out. So the Fierce Macao trip, that's it for that. Go work hard. You know, like I said, place your orders. If you have a couple orders that you've been waiting to place, or there's a couple products you wanted to try, the Blonde Menage a Brow is back in stock. Get your orders placed, you know, because right now it's double PV, and that truly, truly ups the ante big time for you. And also there are 10 Trailblazer titles left. And that's another thing that goes with you forever, you know. Last month we had 18 bronzers and above on our team, okay? And that is 18 people that are able to carry the Trailblazer 50 title forever. You know, you are always going to be considered a founding beta beauty-tainer, always. And those 18 girls are always going to be trailblazing, founding beta beauty-tainers. If you think that titles aren't going to matter in 6 months, they are. They are going to get you far. You're not going to have a title. Trust me that founding is huge to a lot of people, and we all have that. We all have beta. Awesome. Okay, but people are going to know what a trailblazer is. People are going to search for trailblazers in their area, or trailblazers period, because those are the people that paved the road, right? So there's 10 spots left. And I can tell you right now, I've talked to other leaders in Tyra Beauty. No one has the growth that we have right now. It's not because of anything anyone's doing wrong. Our team is just on fire for this, okay? So I can promise you that 8 of those spots, our girls are closer to earning. So how close are you to earning bronzer? Do you know what it takes to go bronzer? If you don't, let's chat in the group after this and let's talk about it, because sometimes if you've put in a few people and you've got a little chunk of volume, you just don't know exactly what you have and how far away you are. And that trailblazing title is something you're always going to be able to take with you. You know, for me, not coming in with the Fierce 200, Heather and I talk about it all the time. You know, we were invited and we decided not to right away, and we kick ourselves a little bit. So we've upped the ante. We're like, nope, we're going to go for Trailblazers. We're going to go for Trailblazer 50. We're going to go for Trailblazer 10. We're going to go for Platinum number 1 and Platinum number 2, because we realize that when you're building a lifelong business with this, that is important. It becomes important. And you guys are in a time frame right now that it's anybody's game. Anybody. You know, I have girls that all started the same day, and somebody that I would have expected to explode maybe is having a little harder of a time getting started. She's working her full-time job still or whatever. And then somebody that I thought maybe would have had a slow start is just going crazy with this. That's how this industry works all the time. But where you're at in Tyra Beauty is something that a company only goes through one time. And it is called momentum. And that is where we are. Any business that can do thousands of dollars in July, I know I say all day, every day that it doesn't matter what month we're in, we're still going to buy makeup. But still, people are at the lake. People are at the ball field. People are living their summer, you know? And right now, that just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, because this is hot and fresh and new, and everybody wants it. And that's another thing that Anita said this morning. She said, we have something that nobody else has. You know, we have a CEO that people know. You know, people hear the name Amway and they know what that is, but they don't know who the CEO of Amway is necessarily. And if they heard the name of that CEO out in public somewhere, it wouldn't catch their attention. And we have that. We have Tyra Banks. And so that just kind of steps it up a notch and makes it to where you're covering all aspects of this, you know. And once September rolls around and this is on her show and it's really out there, you're going to be able to say that you were there from the beginning, and you were there before it was ever launched on her show, and you were there during the beta phase, and you were there and you helped drive this thing. And being a founding beta beauty-tainer is something that you really have to take seriously. You know, when I promoted to Platinum a couple weeks ago, I got an email from Anita Kripata, who is our general manager, and she said, you know what? You said you were going to come in here and do it. You came in here and did it. You left our jaws on the ground. But the one thing I noticed is that you are setting an example for Tyra Beauty. And she said, are you ready to partner with me? Are you ready to bind arms and let's build this thing? Are you in? And I said, yes, I am in. And I said, that's one thing that I am teaching my team, is that we are the face of this. It is us. It is us against the world. I know you guys, a lot of you feel that way right now. And we are who everyone's looking to. If you just started this and you have no clue what you're doing, I know that you're feeling the pressure that people are watching you and waiting for you to either show up or mess up. And I feel you. I feel you. But the best thing about this is that you have that third-party credibility with Tyra Banks that you can always fall back on. If you don't feel like making a video, or you're not ready to make a video yet, you can share one of her videos. That's what I love, because, man, the day that Heather Marks sent me that video, and you know what? She sent it kind of like saying, man, what are we going to do when this thing rolls around? And I will never forget that day. Never forget that day. I watched that video and I was floored. And that's a feeling that you can't make up. You can't make this up. So share those videos. Use it to your advantage, that she's there and the videos are done and she's energetic and she's vibrant And she has attitude and personality and everything that just leaves you going, you know? The first time I ever watched the Oops Liner video, I had never ever, I was still waiting on my Oops Liner to come in the mail. And I had never in my life put eyeliner on my top lid until it was the Oops Liner. If that's not the funniest thing you've ever heard. And I swear to you, she had me thinking that I was terrible at liner on the top of my lid when I had never done it, because she just seemed so relatable. You know, if you've never seen that video, she starts off and she's like, have you ever tried to put on eyeliner and you just keep messing up, or whatever she says, but she created a solution to the problem, and she literally has you right there with her. You know, you're hanging on to the edge of your seat waiting to see what this product is going to do. That's how all of her videos are. So please go to YouTube, type in Tyra Beauty and share those videos. And then, you know what? Sit down and put your own personality to use. Put your own record button on and just do it. So many of you girls are posting your videos in the group and saying, is it good enough? Of course it's good enough. Do you think that your family expects anything else, or your friends expect anything else? And if people don't know you, then they don't expect anything, right? So don't worry about it. Don't worry about, I seriously, I cannot worry about what I look like right now. I mean, of course we all apply ourselves, but if I mess up right now, I'm live and I just got to keep going. And I've learned to do that with my videos for YouTube as well, because you cannot allow yourself to overthink this. I promise you, I promise you, I've gotten a couple messages this week, and you girls know who you are. I'm not going to say any names, but I've gotten a couple messages from you girls that are like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? How are these people putting in 10 people already and I can't even get one, or I only got one? What am I doing wrong? And I'm like, it's so hard. It's hard as a leader. You know, I've taught myself how to deal with personalities, and I've trained a lot on personalities and how to work with different people, but sometimes you just don't know. And that's one thing Heather and I have with each other. We can set each other straight. You know, if I tell Heather that I don't see myself ever making $1 million, she will set me straight in a second, you know? But you don't know who you can be that way with. But sometimes I have to tell myself, how would I be if this were my best friend? Or if this is somebody that like my kids, okay? I look at you guys like my kids. I know that I'm not like totally old or anything, but I look at you guys as like my family and my kids, and I want to teach you things, and you guys are teaching me too, right? And so I'm like, how would I tell Addison this? If she came to me, and she's 8, she's almost 9, don't forget. If she came to me and she said, I just can't do this, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong, I would be so real with her, and I would say, you are making it too hard. You know, I say that to her in softball all the time. She plays first base. She drops the ball, and then she wants to sit out. And I'm like, you're just making it too hard. Put your body in front of the ball, catch the ball, and that's it. Like, you're making it too hard. You're stumbling over yourself, and then you get stressed out, and then it's even worse. And people don't realize that that's how it is in our everyday life. So if you are one of those people that have messaged me, and if you're not, I'm sure you've thought about it, or you've messaged somebody else and asked that same question. I want you to take a step back for a second and realize that if it's coming out of your mouth, then you're already too stressed. If it's bothering you enough that it's coming out of your mouth, then you are already putting too much thought into it. You are already too stressed and need to take a step back and breathe. Because what we think and what we say is what we feel, and that is what we portray to people. And you could tell me all day long that you don't think people see that, and you're wrong. You are wrong. Could you guys tell I was busy last weekend and that I was stressed because I was at a ball tournament and I was a little flustered, right? I can't hide that. We can't. If you are having a hard time getting people, it's because you're either making it too hard, or you're showing that you're having a hard time with it. And you can show that in so many ways without saying it. And once you take a step back and say, okay, I need a breather for a minute, I need to take a break, and think and, collect my thoughts and make this a little easier. And if you're wondering how you make it easier, you just make it easier, because the glass is half full all the time. All the time. I never, ever, ever in my life will look at a glass as half empty because it's half full. Why would it be half empty? It's half full. Hello? There's this much from the top and this much from the bottom, but I choose for it to be half full. And the reasoning behind that is because everything in your life is perception. Everything. If you think that the grass is super green today, then it's going to be super green. It's not going to change colors. It's just the way that you perceive it. Okay? And I use this example all the time that tonight, for instance, tonight when you go to bed, and I tell Heather this because I know that Heather is building and she's building strong and she's always one step ahead of the game. She always wants that next step all the time. And I always tell her, slow down and relish where you're at. And I give that advice and I can't even take that advice. So it's bad. But anyways, I'm like, tonight there is somebody going to bed that has no clue if their electricity is going to get shut off tomorrow, and they are happy still. And I don't mean to make it about a materialistic thing. I'm just making it different. There is somebody going to bed tonight with a perception of something that you would think is totally terrible, and they're okay. And so that person could go to bed dwelling on it and saying, how the heck am I going to pay my electric tomorrow? Or they could go to bed saying, I need to get my up first thing in the morning and make sure I can pay my electric, right? Because if you dwell on it, what are you doing? And that's the same for you guys. The 5 minutes that you've taken out of your day to message somebody and say, what am I doing wrong? Is 5 minutes that you've taken away. And maybe you're not going to spend 24 hours a day on your business. I understand that. But that 5 minutes is valuable. And it is not only the 5 minutes that you're bringing yourself down and wasting time. It takes how long does it take to get yourself back up to where you need to be, to where people are listening to you, to where you're magnetic and charismatic, and to where you're attracting people, because that is what this business is all about. It is about the law of attraction tenfold. So you need to ask yourself if you're doing things that would make you be attractive. And I don't mean cute. I mean attractive. Do people want to talk to you? Are you saying things that people want to hear? Or are you focusing on the negative things in your life? And that is something. I had somebody send me a photo yesterday. Is this person on your team? Look at what she's posting on her Facebook. And I'm like, yeah, I hope she doesn't come and ask me what she's doing wrong. Because I'm going to say, look, leave the baby mama drama off your Facebook. Leave the negativity off your Facebook. Talk about the positive things. Talk about how you're trying to earn a trip to LA. Anita talked about that this morning. She said, gosh, tell your friends and family you're trying to earn a trip to LA to meet Tyra Banks. They will help you. They will try your product. So if you're not opening your mouth about it, I know I say that till I'm blue in the face, but if you're not talking about it, it's not going to happen for you. And don't stop what you're doing to sit and even wonder what it is that you're doing wrong. Because as long as you're sharing this, then you're doing something right. And you're gonna come along bumps and bruises along the way. We all are. You're gonna have deadlines that you don't meet and goals that you miss. It's just gonna happen. But as long as you're putting one foot in front of the other every single day and being consistent, then it's going to pay off for you. And I say that because it's a numbers game and the numbers don't lie, So before you take a second to let if you start feeling like I need a break for a minute, take the break before you get to the point of saying, what am I doing wrong? Because you're not doing anything wrong. As long as you are telling people about this and sharing this, whether it's that you're just sharing the product or you're just sharing the opportunity, as long as it's coming out of your mouth, people know what you're doing, to where you're creating a reputation and you're building relationships with people, that's all you need. And I know that it sounds so cliche that will eventually pay off, but it will. It will pay off. I promise you. When we talk about having a following and building that rapport with people, that's why. And that's why I said in that video last week, it doesn't matter what your final destination is. if you're building relationships along the way, that final destination is going to be a sweeter pot, no matter what, no matter how you look at it. Okay. So I just wanted to get that out there because I feel like sometimes some of you are getting discouraged and you wonder what you're doing wrong. And there's really nothing that you're doing wrong. It's just that you're making this hard. And it's not. And I don't say that to make you feel like I just think that this is easy. I just feel like it's easy because I incorporate it into my everyday life and I just don't make it hard. If there's ever a point of your business where you're like, oh my God, this is hard, then you need to do something else. Because if there's ever a point that it's hard, then it looks hard to somebody else. If you feel like going into a salon and approaching them with this is hard, then don't do it yet. If you feel like doing a YouTube video is hard, then don't do it yet. Don't do it until you're ready to push yourself past the limit and just get it out of the way. But if you're still feeling like it's hard, it's always going to be hard. So tomorrow when you wake up, whatever it is that's going through your mind, whether it's that Tyra Beauty is easy or that Tyra Beauty is hard, you're right. So don't forget that. Don't forget to tell yourself in those moments, what did I do today that was easy and duplicatable? And what did I do today that somebody else could see and they could do and they could duplicate? And did I build relationships with people instead of spamming them? Those things matter, you know? So that's all I have for that. I know you guys are ready for the good stuff. You're ready for me to quit talking. But anyways, I told you a couple weeks ago that I went to Atlanta and I tried some products. And I've been thinking about the fact that I need to talk about HSN too. And so this kind of went hand in hand with that because I made a video and my kids had me logged into guest on my Mac. So I completely lost the video. It was a good one, I think. But so it's gone. It was all about HSN. But I'm not going to go too far into HSN tonight. But this product kind of brought up that tenfold because HSN is a valuable part of your business. And I know a lot of you have come in and been like, what? Why are we on HSN? And what are we doing? And it was probably a 20-minute video, so I'm not going to go into full detail. But I want you to know that as far as the brand recognition and us becoming a household name, all of that, HSN is benefiting you every day. And as far as it goes with whatever they have in stock, it's going to, from now on, I understand it's going to be a limited supply if they ever get anything. Once that consumer runs out, they're going to need a beauty-tainer. And so in the grand scheme of things, or if they don't find a beauty-tainer, they're going to go to Tyra.com and purchase. And that is going to put them in that profit share, where if you're bronzer or higher, you earn a profit share out of the hookup. So the other day I was thinking about, when I was thinking about HSN and when I made that video, I talked about the fact that we're in beta phase right now. And when you're in beta phase, you have those beta phase bruises, is what I like to call them. And things get knocked around, and then eventually your skin heals up and you're fine. But we're going to have those. And HSN is kind of a buffer for us. If something's wrong, they kind of can take the heat a little bit. And so for us, if we're out there launching a brand new product and something's wrong, we have to take the heat, and hopefully nothing's ever wrong, but sometimes there's going to be something that's a little different or a little off. And with you being the face of this business, that's going to feel like it falls on your back. And so when I was in Atlanta, Evie brought out this product. And when I had looked at the video and everything back in February, before there were ever any beauty-tainers, I purchased one of every product on the Tyra.com website. This is, like I said, there were no beauty-tainers or anything. And this product was one of them. And then when I signed up in June, this product was not there anymore. So when I went to Atlanta, Evie brings out 5 of these to each of us. We had this little product council group. And she said, this product is called Suede and Juicy. She didn't know that some of us already knew because, like me, I had ordered it back in February. Most of you, I can guarantee 99% of you don't know what this is. And she said, I want you to take 5 of these And I want you to get some feedback, whether it's through your customers or through your beauty-tainers, whatever it is, I want you to get some feedback because the product launched on HSN and the clicker was off, she said. And she said, so we want to see what the feedback is, and then we're going to decide if we're going to relaunch it. And so I was like, that really brings up the fact that aren't we glad we have HSN? Because think about it. If I had taken this product out and sold 100 of them right now, and the clicker was off, all those 100 people are going to come back to me. And I don't know if you've ever heard the things that people can say when a product is off, but some people just are not nice, and they don't care if you're going to help them till the end. You know, they don't care. So I've had this product now since the beginning of June, and I'm like, what am I going to do with it? I got 5 of them. Am I going to sell them? You know, we have this little chart of things that we could do. And what it is, it's called Suede and Juicy. It's a lipstick. One of the sides is a matte lipstick, and the other side is a gloss. And I was given it in the shade Lomo and the shade Tyra's Favorite Red. So I have 5 of them. I actually have 6, but one of them is mine. And this is what the package looks like. It's just super cute. But I decided that I'm going to do a contest for my team because I think that there's nobody better to give feedback on this product than you guys. So I want to be able to go to Evie and say, well, you know what? I didn't choose to sell them. I chose to give them to 5 beauty-tainers that were working their tails off. We had a contest, and then I asked them to fill out the survey. So that's what we're going to do. First, before I tell you all the good stuff and how you're going to win this, I'm going to show you how awesome it is because bad clicker or good clicker, it's darn good. And I am not one for a ton of color on my lips, and most of you know that. But I'm going to tell you right now that you guys all know that I love the wet lipstick. It's like the best thing on the planet. The Lomo shade is like 1 or 2 shades above the wet lipstick. It's 1 or 2 shades darker than the wet lipstick. So it's perfect. And if you love a matte finish, it's phenomenal. But what I love about it is on the days that you want a matte finish, you're going to have a matte finish. On the days that you want a gloss finish, you're going to have a gloss finish. So anyways, here we go. This is the matte side. And you're just going to, I'm pretty sure this is what they meant about the clicker, is that it just takes a minute. So I think what she wants to see, or the feedback that they want, is to know if the clicker is changed, if it's a good enough product to relaunch. I vote yes. You will vote yes too. So you want to get your hands on this. Anyways, this is the matte side. Remember I said it is 1 to 2 shades darker than the wet lipstick. So it's hard to see on my computer. Anyways, that is the matte side in the shade Lomo. We are not going to try on the Tyra's Favorite Red. That is not me. I will show you what that looks like. However, it's just not going to be on my lips. Or the person that wins that shade can definitely let you guys know. But anyways, I'm going to show you the gloss side now, and then I'm going to blot because I am a matte person. I could wear this all day long. It's just enough, right? I'm not much for gloss, but I'm going to show you because some of you are, right? And I'm just going to put it right over this because it's the same color on both sides. It's just that one side is a matte and one side is a gloss. So and what I love about it too is if you are a gloss wearer, you can totally put the matte underneath and then the gloss, and then you have like dual protection there, dual color. It's never going to come off. Heather, I'm not putting the red on. Stop commenting that. I'm not doing it. Stop. This is red enough, okay? This is my lips feel juicy when I even talk about it. So I'm like, this is the juicy side. There you have it. That's totally not lipstick. It's just the fact that I have blemishes that I have not covered up. Tyra needs to come out with a foundation. What do you think about that? Also, she is coming out with a foundation. I am just not at liberty to discuss exactly when. I am allowed to say that it will have innovative shade match technology, and you'll be extremely impressed. No, you're not, because I'm not going to have it. Heather, I'm turning the chat box off. Anyways, do I really need to go get the red? Oh my goodness sakes, you guys, seriously. I'm going to leave it live. I'm going to leave the computer live and open and go get the red, all because of Heather Marks starting this. She's a bully, just so you guys know. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? Oh my goodness. I have to see how hard it is to get off? Like, you won't have that problem. Anyways, I mean, because really, do you know that if the shade's called Tyra's favorite red, that has to mean that it's like red. Like, it's not just a little red. It's not soft red. If it's somebody's favorite red, especially Tyra Banks, then it's just scary, you know? Anyways, I will show you very quickly. I need someone like Taylor Swift to put this on. You know, she looks fabulous with red lips. I just don't. Anyhow, look, it's already ready for me because I have tried it on once before. That's how I realized I didn't like it. But anyways, some of you love red lips, I'm sure. It just isn't for me, but I'm going to put it on. Here we go. Oh, dear. It is so red. Heather, you're normally in bed by now. I'm just kidding. Okay. Thank you, Sheila. Look, you see that? That right there is why I don't wear red lipstick. Because I can't even apply it. Okay. Okay. There's the red. That's the matte side. If I had to pick a side, it would be this one. If I were in a formal black dress with my hair in a bun, I think I would like this. If I were dressing up as a pinup girl for Halloween, I would like it. It's just not my everyday color. However, I see tons of girls that love red, and this is a very loud red. And so for those people that can make red look good, go for it. For me, I don't know. I can tell you that I never, ever, ever wear red. And the fact that I can just keep talking and it's not like all over my teeth that's a bonus. That's a plus. So, however, the glossy side is pretty glossy. So, there we are with the matte. That's the suede side. Here's the juicy. You guys wanted all the juicy goods. Here you go. I can't read the comments while I'm applying makeup. There. I won't do a ton of it. I feel like I need to make that face. I can tell you that my teeth look super duper white. And I like that. There is a plus to wearing red lipstick, I guess. So, there is the Suede and Juicy. Do you want to know how you can get some? You do? Okay. All right. For the month of July, actually, let's do from today. Let's do from today until the end of the month. That way, if you just sign up today, you will be good to go. Today until the end of the month, I have 5 of these. The Lomo was mine. The red, I put it on, so I hope nobody's scared about that. But anyways, we're going to do the person that has the top in personal sales. So just one person that has the top PV from now until the end of the month, so July 15th through the 31st, will get a Suede and Juicy lipstick, okay? Then the one person that recruits the most people between the 15th and the 31st will get a Suede and Juicy lipstick. Now, what I will do, because I only have, I think I have 2 of the red and 3 of the Lomo, I will, once we have all 5 winners, I'll put you all in a bucket and I will just draw, and I'll draw a shade also. That unless you guys are like, one of you knows that you want a red and you guys are okay with that, we'll decipher that, cross that bridge when we get there. So the top in personal sales, the top in recruiting from the 15th through the 31st of July. And then the other 3 we're going to draw for from, because I wanted this to be able to be like, okay, let's take care of these hustler girls that are going to knock it out and just not sleep. Heather Marks, we know she's going to be busting her tail. But then let's give everybody a chance to win too, just like the Fierce and Fab. I love that about it. So anybody that is at 500 in PV between July 15th and July 31st will go into a drawing. So anybody that is at 500, and you guys haven't received your goodies from June because I just did send them out today. But if you were above 500 PV in June, then you got a star that says a star 500 member or a 500 star member. So that's what we're going to call that from now on. And we're going to have little incentives that we do for our star 500 members and our star 1000 members. So if you are a star 500 member at the end of July, all of those people will go into a drawing and we will draw a lipstick from those people. So anybody that's at the 500 in PV, and then anybody that recruits at least 3 new people between today and the 31st, all of those people will go into a pool and we'll draw for a lipstick. And then I have one more lipstick. And I was like, we do the same contest, I feel like. And I feel like that's my old business too. I'm like, I always do the same stuff. So because we have the clicker over here, no, Julie, I have the bucket, and I still have names to cut. There were like over 1,000 names for that contest. So I will have that one posted for you tomorrow. No excuses. Now, however, for this 5th lipstick, I want to know what you think the person should be, who should win the 5th one. So let me see the comments. I love this, by the way, just being able to talk to you guys and then watch you comment. So we've got the top in PV, the top in sponsoring, anybody that's a 500 member, Anybody that recruits at least 3 new people, you know, that those bottom 2 are going to be drawings. But Michelle, let's do Star 500 for July, because that's too hard to differentiate. The way that we're going to define Star 500 member is if you are at 500 MPV for the month. So for that one, let's go ahead and make it 500, 500 for the month. So we still have one more lipstick, and I need to know who it's going to go to. Come on, Heather, where are you? Vote for someone other than yourself. Okay, that's a good one. You meant that for the lipstick. The person that makes the most tutorials and posts them on YouTube. That is a phenomenal idea. That's great. You know what? I'm going to even add to that. Let's say the 500 PV is just for July. In order to be a Star 500 member for the month, it has to be in that month. Okay. So the 5th lipstick, let's do the YouTube videos, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to do that one. Because if you go to Google right now and you type in Tyra Beauty and you click on videos, you will see my videos there. And that is because I've made so many already that they are organically ranking on Google. And that is something that you cannot pay for. It happens on its own. Okay, so what we're going to do for that 5th lipstick, anybody that makes 5 new YouTube videos between now and the 31st of July, and these can be, these need to be product videos. So pick 5. Do the what lipstick in one, do the Menage a Brow, just show the light in the stick if you want. However you want to do it. Anybody that does 5 new product videos, do a comparison if you want to. Do a comparison of how long it takes you to highlight and contour with another product and how easy it is to highlight and contour with this. Once you have, and don't rush to do this, okay? You have all the way till the end of the month. All you have to do is do 5 new YouTube videos. Send me, once you've completed number 5, send me a PM on Facebook that just, or actually let's email it to Bombshell Products Info. I'll put this in the thing, in the group, bombshellproductsinfo@gmail.com, and tile it my 5 YouTube videos so that I can keep track. And from those people, we will, I'll draw for that 5th lipstick. Okay. Now, what I will do, thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. No, Samantha, no, it doesn't count because you do amazing videos and you can do 5 more and still rock it out. So you're the exception that it's not going to count today. I'm just kidding. Yes, it will count today. I don't have any more lipstick. I don't have any more of those, but let me just say, any of you that do a why I joined Tyra Beauty video, I will pick one of those. And I don't know what I'll give away. I've got tons of stuff in there, but I want to see those 2. Either that, why you joined, or your why. Do one of those, or do both. Do both and get an extra entry. How about that? But we talk about your why all the time in this business. And, Heather and I will tell you all day long that if your why doesn't make you cry, then it's just not strong enough. It's not big enough, and you need to keep digging and keep digging. So put that out there because somebody will relate to it and somebody will see the bigger picture here, and you just never know when that person really needs to hear what you have to say. So 5 from today. 5 videos from today, 5 product videos from today. And this is not to make you feel like a crazy person trying to get videos in. This is to make you realize that there's not really a whole lot of time in the day, that you just press record and you just fit it in. You do your makeup every day anyways. Don't overthink it. I will do the 5 videos alongside you too. Good idea, Heather. Because you are all doing your makeup every day anyways. And normally you have just sat your phone on the bathroom counter while you do it. So pick it up, press record, and do it. It's really that simple. Download iMovie on your iPhone. There's a couple more apps that Heather and I have, and we can post about those too. But yes, you guys are all still sharing my why I joined Tyra video. Make one of your own so that people can really feel it. Like, people, they're going to believe why you joined, but they need to hear it from you. They need to hear why you joined and hear it from your mouth that you joined for a purpose or for a reason, As far as the lipstick goes, I will make a document in the group so that you guys know exactly, what you need to do to earn that. And then that Fierce and Fab trip is still on the line. Don't let July 31st sneak up on you and for you to be kicking yourself when you see people flying off to LA. You have the potential for it. You know that you do, because you wouldn't even still be listening to me right now about it if you didn't think that you did, right? So, okay. I love you all. Tonight has been fabulous, even with red lips. And I'm out. I'm going to go wash it off now. But I can't wait to see you in red lips. I can't wait to see who wins the Suede and Juicy lipstick. And your challenge, for sure, once you do win it, to fill out the survey so I can send it to Evie and you can tell us what you think. So I want to know what video are you doing first? Who's going to be top in sales? Who's claiming that Fierce and Fab trip right now? I want to know. I want to see it. I'm going to hold you to it. If I can hold you accountable, if you can tell me right now, you can be real with me. Don't say it unless I can, though. Ask Heather, right? We're real with each other daily, and we know that we can be. So that's it. You guys have a great night. Go place an order if you've been waiting all day to do it. Don't let that double PV pass you by, because that every little bit counts right now, and you never know when that somebody will win on one wild card entry. I promise you. So don't let that pass you by. Bye, guys. Night. Love you all.